I'll tell you what you're going to do with it. You're going to irritate someone in your life with a picture. You will send it. Maybe they'll text you and be cool. Which is a lie. They don't care about your picture, your life, what you're doing, any more than you care about their pictures, their life, what they are doing. Everyone is sick of everything. With the phone, we're sick of it. The last thing you want to hear in your life, and I got to show you this thing on my phone. Oh, Jesus. You kidding me? Did you find something on the internet? Is it the baby goat jumping straight up and down, the shark and the unsuspecting swimmer, the skateboarder banging his nuts off a rail? Whatever it is, we do not want to see your phone. I will not look at anyone else's phone. Number one reason, I have to stop looking at my phone. Which I do not want to do. I gotta move my head. I gotta lower it down onto your smudgy screen with your beat-up case. What is happening to these phone cases? Chunks, missing, teeth marks, shrapnel. What are they going through, these phone cases? What Ukraine mall kiosk did you stop at? And if your screen is cracked, I'm out! Not looking through cracked things. I don't wear cracked glasses, cracked windshields. I don't want to see the crack of dawn, the crack of your ass, none of it. I say we stay on our own phones with our heads down, looking at our own stuff, and just ride this disaster of humanity into the ground below. My wife and daughter went to one of the last Taylor Swift shows. I know. You saw the pictures of, the stadium people, everybody, phone out. And then somebody goes, isn't that terrible? People just trying to get it on their stupid phone instead of experiencing their life. To which I would say, what life are you talking about? I have no life. You have a phone, that's it. Your job now is to help your phone experience its life. And if it sees anything good, it will save it and show it to you in 8 years. Pop up on the bottom, 8 years ago today. You press that and experience your life. You go, oh, I remember that, except you were too busy looking at the goddamn phone. The phone makes our head hold too much, obviously. Remember when you had empty spaces in your head? Do you remember? Just whole quadrants of your brain vacant. You'd watch a TV show you didn't even like, because the one you do like is coming on there. People, I can't talk to people anymore. The conversations, they're so cloudy and fuzzy. Was I talking to you about this? They try and get into a story. Were you there with me? Did I know you then? How long? When did you start here? Is this your story that you originally told to me? Where they tell you the same story twice in 24 hours? Oh my God, what do you do? I don't know what to do. They start and you go, oh no, I know this one. I don't want this again. You ever have a little fight in your head? It's not that long. I hate this story. Be nice. I don't know that. But then it's too late. They're already into it. Well, I guess I'm going on this ride again. You try and reenact the same emotions I had last time. Intrigue, surprise, move, outrage, support. They make a mistake in the story, you correct it. What else is annoying in the world besides everything? I find whenever people talk, it tends to be annoying. You ever find yourself standing there talking to somebody and just think, I have no idea what this is even about. Who you are, how I got here. Just staring at your teeth and your glasses and looking for an escape. Maybe the hardest thing we do in life at this point is to not scream, "I don't care," into the face of anyone saying anything. This show is the proof of it, by the way. Nothing needs to be said less than what we are doing here tonight. But people come, so we do it. I promise, if you stop coming, we will stop doing it. Like you know. Here's a stupid one my friend said the other day. We're on the phone, the call dropped, my friend goes, "I don't know what happened there." Yeah, no, you don't. No one is thinking that maybe you could explain a random micro glitch in an infinitely complex worldwide telecommunications service. You are a comedy club middle act. Why don't you just call back and say you were saying? Or don't call back. That's cool too. I would just assume you've had enough. I know I've had enough. Perhaps it was the cell service provider themselves that went, "You know what? We've had enough. We are the ones that yanked the wire you two idiots were talking about." I'm there. Tried to watch the news today, but they didn't have anything new, even though that's the name of the show. News is the word new, plural. News. But the phone ended the news. Right? Which they know. The guy comes on, "Well, I'm sure you've all seen this by now." So the news is now that we know. They used to say no news is good news, now all news is no news. Just big news and bad news for news. But they don't report it because they know if you know, there's nothing you don't know, you'll go, "I knew it." How annoying is it hearing the letters AI 1,000 times a goddamn day? AI, Jerry, you're gonna be AI. Shut up! Artificial intelligence. Most of the intelligence I have encountered in my life has been pretty artificial. What is the big deal? I'm not worried about us. I'm worried about this machine. This thing thinks it's going to improve humanity. It has no idea what it's up against. We will destroy this thing. How long before it gets frustrated? Start spitting out answers like, "Here's some common household chemicals I found that you can combine, drink, kill yourself, and leave me alone for 5 minutes." History of AI. In the beginning, mankind did not have AI, all we had was I. Actual real intelligence, which obviously did not work. The dumbness was too strong. But we did not give up. We kept thinking until we became so intelligent we were able to create a fake version of it, which we thought was pretty smart. Then we got worried maybe this thing might get too smart. Nobody likes anybody that's so smart. So the story is, dumb enough to need it, smart enough to invent it, still so stupid we can't figure out if we did the right thing. What was the first attempt even at AI? To me, it's Frankenstein. Frankenstein was the first artificial intelligence, and that did not work out well at all. Why was he wearing a sport jacket, by the way? Where did he think he was going? Frank, we're terrorizing villagers. It's not a wine tasting. You don't need lapels and a pocket square. No one is scared of tweed. Well, I thought we might go someplace nice afterwards. No, there's no place nice here. It's Eastern Europe in 1820. You've got a forehead like a coffee table, bolts coming out of your neck. No one's going to not notice those things and go, "I'm sorry, Mr. Stein, but it's jackets only this evening." And why were his sleeves always too short? After all that work, digging up graveyard body parts, complex surgery, strap him to the platform, pulling the chain, the lightning creates life. A miracle. Then you put him in an off-the-rack 42 short from Men's Warehouse. It's not right. Give him a decent jacket. That's why we love Frankenstein. He's a monster, but he's making an effort. It's nice. what has he got there? He's got like a trench coat now. It looks like the beginning of Blue Man Group to me. But AI, I do like it. I have to admit, I do like it. I use it. I don't use it for this. Doesn't work for this. You need some dumb for this. It doesn't have enough dumb, and you can't teach it dumb. You cannot teach dumb. Dumb is a gift that you just have. But what I like about AI is it just feels appropriate to our time. We got to a point in life where we went, why am I still thinking? You would think by now they would have thought of a thing that thinks. Or must I think of everything? If that's how we want to live, don't pedal your bike, let the battery do it. The only place you ever go is the drugstore to get more Ozempic. So it seems like you're dieting and you appear athletic. Without a thought in your head. This is my wife's contribution to my show this evening. She feels that I do not hydrate properly. Jerry, when you do your little show in Cincinnati, you gotta hydrate. You don't hydrate, that's your problem. You don't get happy if you don't hydrate, you could get dehydrated. Wouldn't I get thirsty first? No, there's no time! According to the fitness people on TV, if you feel thirsty, you're too late. The only thing you see on the street are people with a giant drink in one hand and a communication device in the other. I'm down to 14 ounces. What is your current location? I just had a latte. I'm going to get a green tea. I'll meet you at the juice bar. We were kids. We'd have one sip from the school water fountain and run for 28 straight hours. What the hell happened? People come over to my house. My wife says, "Did you offer them something to drink?" No, I didn't. I don't think anyone crawled across the Sahara to get here. Every car has 18 cup holders. We got a mini mart every 4 feet in this country. Mini mart is a place I like. Small, tight. No wasted space in the mini mart. Got a half inch open, put a chapstick in there. We'll sell them that. The drink section's huge, all glass, wall to wall, floor to ceiling. What are you getting? Shut up, I don't know. I gotta figure out where I'm at right now. Who I am, what to drink to become who I want to be. Because they have everything, every concoction, diffusion, combination. Alcoholic coffee drinks. How rare is that set of circumstances? Where you need to be whatever the opposite of tired and sober is. Getting trashed and alert tonight, I'll tell you that. You know my car was all over the road, officer. I saw every second of it. Let's talk coffee, which as we know is the most important part of a human's life. And I think it's possible when we get to the end of this life that your last thought might be, I'm not sure all of that was worth it if it wasn't for the coffee. The first hot cup, sip, that one. That's it. Nothing else, everything else in life but that. So-so. That was great. I love that. Because what else do you have in life that is 100% on your side every day, every cup, every time, every coffee? Come on, me and you, let's go, we can do this. Nothing else. Tea, I hate tea. Tea has no idea what you're dealing with on a daily basis. See through light brown tinted water, people jamming honey and lemon in and trying to defibrillate some life into this useless piss. Coffee understands the brutality of mourning, the cruelty of having to go from your bed to your life. Two things that know nothing about each other. Your bed knows nothing about your life. You collapse onto it on the end of the day. Your bed is like, what happened to you out there? You look so nice when you left the house this morning. Your hair, your clothes. Did you come home in a garbage barge? Did you crawl through the Shawshank Redemption escape tunnel to get here? Bed does not know life, and life does not know that you spend 90% of it thinking about getting back into your bed. Coffee is the transition portal between these two places. Life grinds us, we grind coffee. That's how we fight back. It's grind versus grind. Because life never lets up. From the day you were born until today, you have not had one day off of living. Not one. Colonoscopy, you get a little breather, and then it's right back out. That's why people say things like, "Can we get some coffee in here?" It doesn't matter what kind of coffee. Coffee comes from different places, different names, different types. And just like wine, they're all identical. I've had every price point of wine, from cardboard box to that is not possible. And the first taste, maybe something, you taste something, and then it's just wine flavor. It's all wine flavor. Coffee comes in these bags. Whoever writes those descriptions on the back of these coffee bags, nectarine, notes, dry, fig, reflections. If you're writing this stuff, end your life. Just end it. What a waste of natural resources and time. Don't hesitate. If you're having thoughts of suicide, finish it up. Do it. Do not call a helpline. Follow through. Any coffee will do the job which needs to be done. In the morning, when the light stabs into your eyes or separating your eyelids, it's like trying to open the inner bag of the Frosted Flakes. God, they're making that bag tighter and tighter. Any coffee will work in that situation, because every person, in the first moment that you notice that the day is beginning, that first conscious moment, we all have the same thought, which is, I can't. I can't do this again. I can't do it. I wish I had died in my sleep and having to do what I have to do today. That is how every human begins every morning of human life. What is tea going to do for you in that situation? Tea's attitude is, oh, I didn't even know you were here. Would anyone like a cucumber sandwich? No one would. Tea. Waking up in the morning trying to, it's not going to help you to trying to grab a saggy wet bag of leaves, swing it around on the end of a string so I can choke it out on a spoon like Luca Brasi. Always has all these pussified names: Darjeeling, Chamomile, Jasmine. What am I, in a whorehouse on the bayou here? What is it? I got work to do. Give me some Joe. What? I need boots on the ground. Life is simple. Coffee if you want to survive, tea if you don't. I gotta hydrate. I think it is helping me. I think this is very helpful. I'm hydrated. My favorite health word is pre-existing conditions. Pre-existing. That kind of, I stopped on that one. Wait a second. So before this even existed, you had it? That's right. I went to the doctor. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing yet." He said, how long have you felt this way? I said, my entire life. I said, is there anything I could take for it? He said, no. He said that he would have to be pre-med to prescribe for something that pre-exists. I said, I was not prepared for that. He said, it's just a precaution. I did have a real checkup recently, and I had written this book about my life in comedy, and my doctor read the book, and she said, I got your book. I liked your book. I said, oh, thank you very much. Next thing I know, pants down, rubber glove, finger thing. I went, wow, look at me, acclaimed and ashamed in the same office building. That'll be the title of my next book, Acclaimed and Ashamed. The story of how far you have to go sometimes just to get a compliment. But I always tell her what a great doctor she is, and as I was leaving, she said, would you mind signing my copy? I said, I've got a better idea. Why don't you shove it up your ass? So that you can feel, as I did, what it's like to be validated and violated. Wife, 3 kids. I was there at the birth of all 3. Obviously, one of the most dramatic moments in the human experience. Anytime 2 people walk into a room and 3 come out, something significant took place in that room. At the end of life, ironically, we go back basically into the same room, same bed, same machines, and again, different number of people coming out. But that's the human being business. It's like any other business. You got to turn the inventory. Keep the supply chain moving. New products on a regular basis. That's how every business works. That's what the hospital does. What is the job of the hospital? Basically, get them in, get them out. That's what it's doing. The hospital is rest, cleanliness. If it doesn't work out, we help you move on. The sign says hospital, but it could also be bed, bath, and beyond. To accommodate the constant influx of human life, we must build taller buildings, new developments, bigger airports, wider highways. Cemetery, same size. Everything about that, they never changed that. That thing that supposedly holds everyone, not only from the present, the past, potentially the future. There's some funky math going on here, folks. Hotels, shows, flights, restaurants, booked up, sold out, no room, cemetery, somebody croaks, we got a slot. How? Boom. Why isn't it full, folks? It should be full. This is a comedy show, I get that, but I think I have a real point here. It makes no sense. If the cemetery can't say, no, that's it. We're done. No, they don't. They never expand. They never open up new ones. You've never in your life seen a new cemetery open with flags, banners, that windy blow-up guy out front. That's a good promotion for a cemetery. He's alive and now he's dead. Some people live, but then they die. What's going on under that green grass? I have a Tetris game under there. Once all the coffin boxes line up, they just drop it down and start a fresh row. And I don't know if being a comedian is a... Go ahead, take a breath. Everybody needs a break. I need a break too. Is being a comedian a risky job? Maybe. But it is not as risky as the life of the kitchen sponge, which is sitting on your sink right now, and for some reason is always pushed to go so far beyond its natural intended lifespan. After weeks and months of scrubbing and scraping, it must think to itself, this has got to be my last day. But then the next morning, the kitchen light comes on, the sponge squints up. Are you kidding me? Look at me! I used to be thick and juicy. for me, thrown into the trash, in with the filth I've been trying to clean. My whole life, the irony of that. Like a gravedigger getting a heart attack on his last day and falling in the hole. I know I'm just a sponge, but even for me, that's a lot to absorb. So I told you I'm married. I love being married. I didn't think, I got married in my mid-40s. I did not think that I would be the marriage type. This show that you're looking at, this stage, this is the number of people I feel comfortable working with. So it didn't seem like I had the right personality for it. But you meet the right person if you're lucky, and then you do it, and now I even recommend marriage to other people, despite whatever it is that I am about to say. I am married for 25 wonderful years. All marriage year numbers obligate audiences to applaud for it. It's a similar applause to when an injured athlete is carted off the field on a stretcher. Strapped to a spine board, he gives the thumbs up. Everybody's good for you. We applaud for obvious pain. Luckily, humans love pain. I live in New York City. We have the marathon. We had it a couple of weeks ago. Nobody knows why these idiots are doing this. We all go out on the street to encourage them. Don't stop or it'll stop the pain you're feeling. Marriage itself, we can say, is a type of marathon, is it not? And when I see a couple that looks like they've been married a long time, sometimes I just hand them a cup of water as they go by. Hang in there, keep going. Yeah, there's no finish line, just try and stay hydrated. Anyone can get married, it's easy. I do is all you gotta say. You don't get to ask, I do what? We're not gonna get into that right now. This is a quick thing, we want to get you out of here. You're not going to believe the size of the project you just started. Marriage is a build-it-yourself, at-home project. The difference between married and single is the difference between a 10,000-piece Lego set and a battery-operated cymbal-clapping monkey. The Lego's a little more complicated. You will find pieces in your Lego that do not fit or connect with any of the other pieces. They're from another person they were with before you that got left behind. It's okay. It's a Lego, which is short, or let it go. Marriage is an adult educational experience. My degree is in wifeology, which is the study of female facial movement. That is my area of expertise. Eyebrow angles, dental alignment, nostril expansion, oxygen for enhanced emotional expressiveness. Being a wife is an art, being a husband is a science. We calculate, we listen for louder than usual closings of doors or drawers. That sounded different, something is happening. Over my wedded years, I have developed a number of techniques, systems, and strategies to navigate the sometimes unpredictable terrain that occurs at some point after the wedding when you go, wow, I had no idea who this person actually was. I'm going to go through a few of these techniques with you right now. And if you hear anything that you like, please feel free to take it and use it in your own life number